All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. If this is your first time here, my name is James and this is Killing It Country. I'm gonna get right into it today. I've got these two lawn tractors back here. One of them is an L120. We're waiting for a carburetor to come for that in the mail. The one in the back is an LA140. I have a new gas tank for it, and I have a new set of controls as well to run the throttle and the choke, because the plastic handle here is it's cracked just from UV exposure, I guess, and I know that it's just gonna break off as soon as I want to cut the grass, and that's gonna drive me nuts. So we're just gonna get into it. It's gonna be fun. Let's do it. So there's the new control center that I purchased from John Deere. This was 50 bucks Canadian. I will throw the part numbers up on the screen for you guys. This is what's going on the LA140. The L120 has a different setup. So the reason I took the seat off was so that I could undo the safety switch. That sensor had to be undone from underneath the seat in order for me to remove the seat. Plus it just makes the whole thing a little bit lighter to work with and get some stuff out of the way. You know, on your head, where you wear a chest rig and you just strap it to your chest. One of these tractors had a new bracket. It was this one. One of them what? I put a new bracket in this tractor that supports the battery. Well, you did put one? I did, yeah, a long time ago. So I'm pretty sure what needs to happen now is that battery tray needs to come out. Well, maybe it doesn't need to come out, but it'll make it a lot easier for me to get the whole dash off of this thing. I'm calling it a dash because I don't know what else to call it, but the driver's console or whatever. So there's some Torx fasteners here and on the side, and I'm assuming it's the same thing on the opposite side of the tractor. So I'll try to get those out without wrecking them. Yep. So I just took this battery tray out. Not too bad. A couple of electrical connections were made on there. Pretty straightforward. Look at how nasty it is in there. Bird seed and 2 or 3 years of me spraying undercoating in there. Makes for a sticky mess, but all the bolts have come undone without breaking so far. How much John Deere would want. There is a plastic bushing that goes in there, actually. There is a little spline in there that just gets packed full of rust, and it'll fight you right till the end. What's that one? Where does this stay?
No, it doesn't stay. Yes, and like the same, only mine's got 2 springs on it.
Okay, looks like it's that same. Tabs on it, everything's just pulled. Yeah. So there you go, there's 6 bolts all along the bottom there. It kind of sandwiches your whatever you call that, your seat pan, the body of the tractor. It sandwiches the green part between the frame and your driver's station. So you take those 6 bolts out and undo all the electrical connections. I was actually surprised the electrical connections, you can just pull them and they come undone. They don't have any of those really annoying little tabs that have to be pried open that will always end up broken. So we'll actually start looking at what's involved with pulling the gas tank out of this thing now. It'll come out, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it would be nice with this handle. I wonder if we could get this rubber piece off.
Okay, I'm going to
Rod now.
Yeah.
Look at the crap.
Looks like we got ourselves a little drifting bike or something, or I don't know. Let's soup this sucker up. So there's the offending gas tank. Look at the crap. Unbelievable. All right, dig that thing out of there, and then I'm gonna roll this chassis outside and pressure wash it. I mean, I'd love to take more time and do this properly and scrape it all and prime and paint, but
You're gonna do the differential thing while you're at
the
the oil.
I don't know. The reality is, I'm gonna want this thing to cut grass sooner than later. So I don't know. I guess we could change the differential oil at the same time, but
It's just sitting there.
yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing holding it down. I don't think I will do the differential right now. Why is that belt so loose?
Oh, because it's not doing anything.
But isn't that transaxle supposed to be turning? Or when you put the brake on, that belt goes slack, I bet. I don't really want to do the transaxle oil change right now because I want to be able to take that out, flip it upside down, and let it drain overnight. I'm going to do a separate video on that job.
Where?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's only 4 bolts to get the axle out, and then you got to slip that belt off from around the cooling fan. All right, I'm going to cave and read the instructions. Installation instructions: fuel tank service kit GX25188 for 100 series tractors. So we've got this new bracket here. What are they even calling that? It says install the new support rod A. So I guess this is our support rod A. And it just picks up on those holes from factory. One over there and one underneath that spring. Drop those in. And then this bracket here, or this strap, just sits on there. And then picks up on the holes here. These are the bolt holes that secure the seat pan and the spring in position. The two springs on the underneath the seat. They've given me a new section of fuel hose as well as a double-ended barbed nipple fitting here, coupler, to extend the factory fuel hose. Well, that's going to be good enough. I mean, the reality is, how far do you go with something that's this far gone? This needs to totally come apart. Ideally, you know, be sandblasted. I mean, there's not much you can do there. I guess you could add metal and fab something up, but I really don't care. It is what it is. It's 15, 16, 17 years old or something. I don't know. When was an LA 140 sold new by John Deere? I don't know. So I'm going to soak it with rust preventer or something, crown rust proofing, and we'll start throwing this thing back together. So nothing goes back together here unless we have never sees. So these are the two bolts that came with the gas kit, the new gas tank kit, and I'm guessing these are for the seat springs because they double up on that new bracket that came with the tank.
What does this do for college?
Okay, this is where we have to line up our wash everywhere and it won't stink.
Well, isn't that cute?
Damn straight. Damn Skippy. Here.
Oh.
It's all tangled up right now. Don't make that up. I mean, it may need to be plugged into the seat. Is that what you mean? Like it might not start.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. Well, there you have it. New fuel tank, new control cable for the operator's station. I'm sure I could have done a better job explaining how to do that, but honestly, when you get moving and you get working, you just want to get it done. I would probably give that like a 1.5 or a 2 stars out of 5 in terms of difficulty. It's really not that hard. The worst part about working on anything that's made that cheaply is that the fittings get rusty. The wiring is not the greatest. I mean, it is what it is. That thing's pretty old. It's got 430 hours on it. It is what it is. It's a rusty lawn tractor, but so what? I put 350 bucks into it, Canadian, this year. And if it gets me through the season and maybe next season, then so be it. I'm going to do a little bit more work on that in upcoming videos, so stay tuned. But until then, that's going to be it for this video, replacing a fuel tank in a John Deere 100 series. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram at killingitcountry, and we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.